Hello and welcome back finally to the video I will explain what actually happened and why I start to unload it to my channel. As you can see, the last video I post was the City of the Wall unboxing. But this video I can do it because I was resolved the problem. But yeah, I will explain what actually happened. It will be like a long video. I hope I can do it on the 20, but just to explain everything. So without any ado, let's explain. So before that, I would say this, my first time building a computer was way back in the day using Newegg and Amazon. I built the computer, everything was fine. I enjoy everything. The satisfaction to build your first computer is good. And the most important thing, you learn everything, all the parts, everything. So great. The computer, my first computer lasts maybe 2, 3 years, and out of the blue, boom, the computer was no more. Oh, no, no. I just was laughing, yo. Okay, let me check it out. And then he said, you know what? Let me keep that project apart. I need a computer right now. So I decided to buy a laptop. That's way, way, way back. And believe it or not, I bought an Acer. Again, you can see here, I had the Acer Nitro and my last laptop. The last, even to 2025, was with an Intel processor. So it's an old laptop, but the job was done. Again, most of my game is on console. I built the computer to actually s- to see for the first time how to assemble and know all the parts. And believe it or not, play a few games, but not like oh let's go build a computer to just gaming. No, most of the stuff was to school, YouTube, Facebook, and that's it. So this was interesting. The reason I went back again and buy for the first time a gaming PC was because of Microsoft. When they announced the new Xbox One, and there's one particular game I want to play. Unfortunately, that conference and the way they will handle the Xbox One do not convince me to buy. But that game, I said I need to buy the game. And then they announced that that game actually, and most of the game will be available for PC. And I say, yes, let's do that. But this time, already Micro Center was was in almost every tech channel at this point. Oh, Micro Center this, Micro Center that. They having a computer. Me living here in Boston, I didn't even know they actually have a Micro Center here. So I said, let me check it out. I go to the computer and check, and lo and behold, yes, it was a Micro Center here in Boston, Massachusetts. Yo, all right. So I decided, okay, let me buy the parts and build one. And then look it up on all the stuff they have. I noticed they had to have preview. I know people at that time didn't want to mention preview. I would tell you, build your own stuff. Preview is not worth it. It's too expensive. And I would say, yes, those days it's expensive. Now the price is not too bad. For me, buy a pre-built gaming PC and shipping from UPS or FedEx has its own problem. As you can see, they not handle really good sometimes the package. And if something happens to the computer, you need to send them back. So just wait another maybe 2, 3 weeks so they can check it out. So in that moment, it's better just to build your computer and whatever part is damaged, just send back that part and that's it. But Micro Center actually has his own pre-built. It's called Power Spec. Unfortunately, I tried to look it up, but I don't have the model. But yeah, I buy that Power Spec, really good price. Boom. Finally, I can play that game. And from that moment on, Micro Center is my store to go. Always. A game, time go past, and I decide to sell my PC to buy another Power Spec. Already with Micro Center. At this point, I already have my credit card with Micro Center and everything because I know everything will be fine. I buy another Power Spec. Boom. The game looks awesome. Just great. All around. Time go past, and I decide to give the computer to my brother. And this moment is almost 2020, the whole crypto situation. Find a graphics card, it was difficult, especially the 30 series. See, that was almost impossible at retail price. So I just wait. Yeah, at that moment I decide, you know what? Let's build another PC. That will be my second one. Of course, I went to Micro Center, but other parts, I was using the Lancool 2016 case, white edition. I built, boom, great PC, and I give my old one to my brother. Everything was fine, great relations with Micro Center, like you see on the videos with other people talking about. I can say by myself, yes, everything they say is true. For all those time, I really went like a 3 times just to check it out because the Windows always have problem. So they reboot, they reinstall Windows, boom, boom, no problem at all. I will have my hard drive, my internal hard drive extras inside the computer to have the backup. So when they do the stuff, I can bring all my stuff again. No problem at all. 2025. For some reason, my computer was acting weird. When I mean weird, I mean I can boot the computer, but I cannot open nothing. I'll put a video on the corner so you can see what's the problem. So, okay, I don't know what's going on. So I decided, like anybody would do, just reboot the whole thing. I rebooted, the same problem again. So I decided just to do a complete clean. You go straight to download the Windows from the internet, from Micro Center, of course. You can Micro Center Microsoft, and boom. So it will be a complete clean. I clean that drive so there can be nothing at all. The computer still has the problem. So at this point, because already my warranty with other parts already was expired, I said, you know what? Let me go to Micro Center. Whatever is the price, I will pay. Because sometimes when you bring the computer back, they give you the option to pull again the 2 year with them or 3 years. So that was my goal. Send the computer. They can repair everything. They will offer me the option. I will pay, and I will be fine. But at this point, my Lanco actually has the 3080 Ti. So as you can see, I have a really great graphics card. For the thing I do, that is more than enough. But I received a call and they tell me that the BIOS wasn't update and memory timing. I never heard about that. So the second one I said, what is that? So I decided to check it out. Because before I jumped to build my second computer, I always use M4, DDR4. That's the whole point of that. So when I jump to M5, I was treating like it was like an info for my stick, everything. I need to do not too much, overclock my RAM with no problem. Then I found out 2025 that maybe there was a problem. And I learned that actually my CPU, I'll put it right there on the corner. Sorry. They cannot push the whole 60,000 on my RAM. I said, okay, that's good to know. Most of the time, not most of the time, every time I always read, but again, I was reading that new platform M5 way back, like it was like an M4. That I believe for me that was nothing different. You just an advancement on the motherboard and the memory, so it can be more faster, everything, blah blah. But that's the reason why I always recommend you guys always read. Okay, this time now, I don't believe you will have that problem. Again, you go back to all those old CPU on the early. But yeah, okay, no problem. Do what you need to do. Hit update. They reinstall the Windows. Everything was fine. I bring the computer to my house, and the problem still persists. Okay, what's going on? I set him back again. And this time I showed the video, that's what's happening. I explained it to the guy, but this time I actually went with the video. Again, we'll be on the corner. And I leave my computer like always. Went back home. They passed, and they finally tell me there wasn't like a bad the timing. Okay. So they tell me the Windows was the problem. Like it could corrupt. And I said to myself, that's weird. That's why like the first red flag. That's weird because already I do it by myself. And when they sent my computer, they did it again. So I don't know what was the corruption. Even before that, before even I send the computer to Micro Center, I do all the stuff I have to do to check it out before I even go to Micro Center. I check out my hard drive, I check out all my stick of RAM, and everything was fine. Fine, he tell me that was the problem. And I say, okay, yeah, go ahead, do it. I trust you guys, no problem at all. They finally tell me everything was done, perfect. I went to Micro Center. I asked them to test the computer right there before I take it home with me again. Everything was working fine. So I was just happy, happy. Now, this is the problem. I already have everything right here on my phone. So I would know, this is my receipt, but I would not read all the stuff because the video will be more longer. So, display me the whole window, fine. And then finally, when I receive, they explain me everything was done, look it up, you're perfect. And then it was really late at night, just I only connect the computer, boom. And for some reason, when I start the computer, it was like the window feel different. Hmm. So I want to check. They actually installed me Windows Home. I have Windows Pro 11. So I said, no big deal. I have my key. Just put the key back, and I will go back to my Windows 11 Pro. So I put everything, blah blah blah. Then I put my PC icon on the desk so I can check it out my hard drive. And there it was. And the moment I click to see my hard drive, they clean all the hard drive on my computer. Not only see all my three extra hard drive for all my backups, all my pictures, video, resume, all that stuff wiped completely. I just was why? Was late at night. It was a Tuesday. That day I didn't can sleep. I was thinking I need to go to Micro Center. They need to do something, whatever, but they need to do something to fix that because that was unacceptable. Everything is here. I ain't even want to lie to that. So instead, I decided to text because apparently now they don't receive no call. Everything is by text. Okay, I really get there. I see too many people complaining, maybe, or people that don't know how to add by phone because they are pissed. You have to understand this. If you are a normal person, if you don't care, you only buy the computer, install what you need to install, boom, that's it. You will notice they actually they give you the wrong windows. Back in the day, when you had different windows, they always say you at the beginning, see, it's professional, whatever. In this generation, you don't know that unless you go straight on your computer and check it out by yourself. So for Microsoft, I believe that they need to find a way to actually to identify you if you have Pro or Home. Anyways, I went to my job. Next day, Wednesday, I still had a headache. I didn't even I stopped using the computer at that point. And my mind said, I cannot start my computer. I need to figure out how what I'm gonna do to recover all the stuff. So again, go to Micro Center or just test. If to have a piece of home, I say, you know what, just let me test. I test decently, everything, blah blah blah, and then I explain the cost was to be because you clean all my hard drives. You only was supposed to clean the C drive because there's the window right there. The other hard drive, you need to touch that. So I explained that you installed the wrong Windows, and boom, just waiting for the response. The response, and they said again, everything's here. They said, "I'm sorry, what happened? You can bring your computer so we can install you the correct window." And then they explain, "We sorry, they actually we cleaned the other hard drive. They actually explained it was a mistake. They actually didn't explain on the text." They said, "But you need to explain. This will be like my first time bringing you the computer to you guys, and I never had a problem. You always delete the C and my other hard drive and all three computers. Every time I go one to you guys, every time you do it like a cleanup, only C. You never touch the other hard drive." And then explain, "We sorry about that because we don't communicate that, but you give the permission." They tell me, "I give you the permission." Say, "Yes, I give you the permission for Windows, not the other hard drive." And they continue explaining me, "Oh, we have to do that so any residual or the problem get resolved, technically like a clean out." And this was the moment I realized, what are you talking about? These are extra hard drive. They are not in right configuration. You only have one hard drive with Windows. That is the only problem. This is the other hard drive. Hard problem. That means you disconnect the hard drive and check actually one of the hard drive was making some kind of problem. And we continue again. I understand, but at the same time, this is the first time again. Well, this is the first time I heard something like that. Blah blah blah, and then do not respond to that. After that, silence. I was just devastated, especially for Micro Center to do something like that. I understand maybe another company, a tech company, maybe they don't know what they're doing. But this is your job. The fact that all those time always bring the computer to you guys to resolve any problem that is out of my resource. You never touch those hard drives. Never. This was the first time I heard about that. So my computer stayed off for almost a week. I was using my phone to see what I'm gonna do. At one point, I was just thinking just to go to Micro Center and argue again, but at this point, I'm a peaceful person. But I believe sometimes you need to argue, but I argue with base. I will not yell or training somebody. No, 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 because you will not resolve nothing with that. So looking on YouTube, something, Google, to see if it's a way to actually I can recover what I lost. And finally, one of my subscribers actually put a video. I'll put the link in the video right there on one of the corners. And I was grateful for this video. Again, I had two hard drives for almost 110, the other one's like a 12 and one terabyte. So you can see I have a lot. So I gamble, I trust him, I put a program. The whole thing take me almost 2 days because it's a lot of stuff. And finally, I recover all my pictures. Unfortunately, most of my video that I have for the channel was gone. Music I have gone. All that stuff. All the stuff I had in like a physical copy right there. I had to again to put them on my computer so I can have it. Unfortunately, all the project I have for the channel, it was no way I can recover that. I recovered the picture, because for me that was the most important thing. The rest, unfortunately, it will be a pain, but most of the time I can just do it again, and that's it. But again, tend to that person, at least I recover most of my stuff. For me, again, like I said before, the picture, it was the most important thing because there was persons on that picture. Unfortunately, there are no here no more. Rest in peace. And there were a few stuff on those pictures you can never recover. Again, media you can recover, especially because I had a physical copy right there. But thing that happened in the family in that moment, that you cannot recover at all. So for me, all the stuff was on those hard drive. I just want to recover those pictures. I recover a few of the media that I have, especially for my channel, the other stuff. But at least all the pictures was recovered. And for me, that was a relief. Now, there was the moment to the video, the reason why. I don't say the reason why, but as I explained, I will make a video, this video, explaining what actually happened. So, what is my complaint on Micro Center, especially in the one I have here in Boston? First and foremost, number one, the fact that you actually do other stuff and you didn't even check what was the windows I have. Like I said before, For a regular person, they wouldn't even know if they have Windows Pro or Home because they are the same. There's nothing to tell you, okay, that's the Pro and that's why. You can dig on Windows and figure out what is the difference between Pro and Home. And the difference is not too much. Again, way back in the day, and the moment Windows starts, they will tell you you have a Pro or Home. This time, 10, 11, they don't tell you. They say they don't tell you. So I hope like Microsoft. I doubt it, but I hope that Microsoft, I don't know, put something that actually can differentiate from home and professional, like visually, not something you need to dig, okay, or look it out on the management. Oh, you have that one. The fact that they actually do that, for me, they didn't even take care of my computer at this point. They only start the computer, they check, and then decide, you know what? It's the window problem. Like literally, like okay, it's window. Let's format everything. Boom, 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 boom. That's not the way. Especially a company like you guys, that wasn't unprofessional at this point. For me, again, when I check it out and I had the home edition, for me, because I know the computer, I said, I just put my key. No big deal. But for somebody else, that is no good at all. And the fact that you actually tell me that the reason why you delete all the other hard drive. So you delete all those hard drives, so they have no residual. That means you will clean all three hard drives, so the problem do not persist no more. I had really good management cable on the back, so just disconnect and test again. Again, I bring you your computer to your store, you already pay. I know I will receive really good, so I know for all the time bringing the computer to you guys, I know it will be in a good hand. If the cost is 200, 300, at least you will explain me why. It's not like, okay, do not fix nothing. I just will pay the initial fee so you can check it out what was the problem. That's it. I trust you, and that was for me my mistake. Again, for all the time I send my computer, this is the first time I heard about that. I need even to talk to my friends, okay, they know more than me, and they said that is not the way. That was wrong. Again, in the cell phone, they sorry, they didn't explain. But that's the thing. When you send me, you need to format my computer. I say, yeah, go ahead. I never received a text back. Okay, thank you for your answer. We will continue to prepare your PC. I had to send you a message again. Send hello, what's going on? Did you receive? And then you tell me, oh yeah, we started now preparing your computer. We'll let you know when the computer is ready. And yeah, after that, they do all the stuff, and then they tell me nothing like, oh, my bad, blah, blah. No, they tell me it's right there here on my phone. And then I need to do that. We always do that, so any problem do not persist again. Again, since the hard drive was the problem, the external hard drive was the problem, just disconnect the hard drive and test it. The fact that you didn't even know they have Windows Pro, you just tell me you didn't even check it out. Nothing. But yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, even remind me of that. He still pay me. I said to myself, why? At least thank God to the guy. Again, the channel will be even on the description. I saved the most important thing. The rest was gone. Now, The question will be this: do I will boycott Micro Center? Do I do this? Do I will never buy on Micro Center? And the answer for that is because I will say this: the customer service on Micro Center is 10 out of 10. You go to the store, you explain you what you want to do. You want to buy a pre-build or you want to build your own PC, and these people will help you. I mean, they will help you on every aspect. They will even point out to discount. They will give you best price. Even the thing you didn't even know they're actually having like a discount, whatever. They will point it out to that. So technically, they will not go and try to sell you the most expensive thing just to sell the most expensive thing. No, they will guide you step after step, and you will have the best experience you can ever have buying or building your own PC. Unfortunately, that was the day for me. Maybe it was allegedly that is for me. Maybe it was a new guy, whatever, on training, and he decided to do all the stuff like that again. And the moment you not check my computer, like at least to check the basic, what window you have, what is the size of your hard drive, how many hard drive you have, and you decide by yourself, oh, we need to clean all the hard drive. You not do that. You send me another test. Oh, we find out you have another three extra hard drive. Do you want me to clean all the extra hard drive or just Windows? I will tell you, no, only the Windows. That's it. Just the C drive where the Windows installed. The other hard drive, they're my backup. And even they can take my test. And they will tell me maybe those extra hard drive are making problem. And I said to them, okay, just disconnect the hard drive. At least it was the problem. You know? I see, you already have paid you, so you can do it. You can do that. Technically, explain to the people all the steps you are doing on their computer. So when you do all the stuff, you don't assume. Again, you only tell me about Windows, and we need to reboot the whole thing. I say yes, because I know that it's only the C drive. You never tell me about the other hard drive, and you do that just to avoid the residual, so there was no more damage or the problem do not persist. You don't tell me any of that stuff. But yeah, I will say this. All the time I went to Micro Center, this is the first time. After almost more than 5 years, this is the first time I feel disappointed on Micro Center in the area of repairing the computer. The customer service still is the best. It still is the best. But yeah, that is the whole thing. Yeah, I recovered the thing I want to recover. There's a plus. My new computer, again, everything on Micro Center. I will show you maybe on the next video how's everything. This is my first computer for the first time. I go to Team Red to AMD. So I have the Radeon 9070 XT. Right now, I can say I enjoy. I have no blue screen, nothing, and everything is working fine. And yeah, that is my story of what will happen. So I hope you enjoy, and we'll see you on the next video.